Ladies and gentlemen, this is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon. Welcome to After Hour Gaming League. This is week 3 of the regular season B League, and we have Raytheon against Quora for what should be an excellent matchup. We have I'll be there as the Red Terran, and oh my goodness, we've got our colors mixed up. Well, that's all right. I'll have to remind TheGreat that he actually plays for the red team. And on the left-hand side, playing as Blue Zerg, is TheGreat for Team Raytheon. Yeah, so if you can get past the color dissonance there, we should have a great matchup. Alright, so some background. This is Game 3. We've had 2 games thus far. Team Raytheon taking both of them in what were very convincing matches. So this is I'll be there's linchpin match to decide whether they continue on to the 4th match or if Team Raytheon takes this in a sweep in 3. So ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats because TheGreat is known for doing some pretty great deeds here over the course of the last 2 weeks, and hopefully he will continue that into week 3. You may also know him as YeahBuddy. He is TheGreat in StarCraft Wings of Liberty, and he is YeahBuddy in Heart of the Swarm Beta. Again, I apologize. We are playing Wings of Liberty this week because Blizzard has yet to. I take that back. Blizzard just this last Thursday resolved an issue they were having with their Mac build of the beta, and we're giving Quora a chance to kind of get acclimated to that game, and in that time we're playing Wings of Liberty. Yeah, so that's pretty much what that is. Alright, so TheGreat is going to lay down his natural. I'll be there building his 2nd barracks and also laying down his orbital command center. We build those at Raytheon. We really do. We even built mobile orbital command centers, in case you didn't know. That's where that's where StarCraft gets all of its great ideas from. They come to our facilities and they're like, hey, what are you building? And we're like, orbital command center. They're like, oh great, we'll put it in our game. That's how it works. You know, they go to Microsoft and they're like, hey, what are you going to use for your operating system? And they're like, we're going to use a whole bunch of small windows all over the screen. And they're like, oh, hey, that's fantastic. We'll put a small mini map and a nice little window here about the orbital command center. Yeah, this is all based off real life, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we see a queen coming down here and a queen on the natural, so TheGreat is grabbing some queens. Excuse me there. I assume that as a viewer of this matchup, you would probably want to see unit count. TheGreat is going to see the massive buildup of Terran Marines there. So why was that key? So that little motion, right? I'm just going to pause it here. And that little motion of bringing that drone up here to that ramp was a linchpin maneuver by TheGreat in this specific matchup. Why? Because he does see, at the time it was 6, now it's 7 Terran Marines there, which is unusual to see from a single barracks, which implies that there are numerous barracks that he is not currently able to see, and that is indeed the case as we see 3 and a 4th barracks there on top of his 5th barracks, which was the 1st barracks. So we are going to see that I'll be there is doing a Marine push against Zerg, and if TheGreat is able to catch that, which it looks like he does with his Baneling nest, he is going to be able to counter with Banelings. So this is definitely a risky starting play by I'll be there, but it has good payoff, extremely good payoff in this type of matchup. Now, if he can catch the Zerg player by surprise, and I would note here it looks like TheGreat is effectively aware, and really the question comes down to whether these Baneling nests are going to be ready in time, and secondly, if he's going to be able to execute them properly, which he does. Alright, so we've got some rally points set up here, these Marines, and it looks like these Marines are going to fall quite handily to these Zerglings. And I would make the argument that this puts YeahBuddy at a little bit of a disadvantage. And the reasoning for that is, well, quite frankly, he's losing Marines here. Not just, 50 minerals right there. That was 100 minerals gone with no retribution. Nothing to say that was a good win. And I think TheGreat here is really going to make a point of making YeahBuddy pay for that. Alright, so now we see some interesting play here. I'm just going to pause it for a second. We see a hatchery going down at YeahBuddy's natural. And this is definitely a little bit flamboyant, so TheGreat probably being a little bit more aggressive than he would be against someone else. And the idea here is that he is going to be able to spawn units right in front of YeahBuddy's base. Why is he able to do that? Because YeahBuddy is at enough of a disadvantage from the amount of minerals he lost in those Marines, where he is now going to be forced into a turtle scenario. So we do see another Marine fall, and more Marines coming down. And it looks like there's going to be a push. And, oh no, these Balians are going to finish here right in time for an explosion. And another explosion, and I think these Marines are going to fall, and TheGreat has knocked down the door, and the door is opened. Alright, and we do see a number of Zerglings are still up in the line, and they are still going to engage. YeahBuddy there definitely has enough Marines here to at least hold this off. But a barracks falling, and a supply depot falling there. And these Marines, again, just not really in a good position to engage that number of Zerglings, and more Balians coming in. And let me just pause it right there. And one thing to note is that YeahBuddy there does in fact see this base going down into his natural. So he is aware of the dire straits that he's in. And as such, we do see a GG. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching. We have, that's the third game, 3 wins in a row for Raytheon. So that puts us at 3-0 for the season thus far, which I think personally is a great way to start out. Me personally, I've played 1 official game and lost. So obviously I'm a key contributor to this program. So thank you for watching. This is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon, and I do want to say good game to Quora. I'm sure they're a little frustrated simply because they got to now go in and learn the Heart of the Swarm beta here in a rush sense, while the rest of us have been playing for the last month or so. So to them, hats off, well played, and good luck, and thank you for watching. This is JW Schmo from After Hour Gaming League's Raytheon B Team. Good night.